Hi everyone, you can build your custom e-bike. I have a Scott 630 which is not designed for e-bike, but with those conversion kits using an in-wheel hub motor. It is a gearless motor. It is a brand of CSC. Technically they are selling it as a 1500 watt motor, but basically it's limited on the roads to be complying on the, but you can overclock it of course, and I wouldn't never ever recommend to do that unless you are off-road and you are not driving on the legal roads. That's a totally different story. I have received all the kits from AliExpress. There is an in-wheel hub, which is a gearless in-wheel hub, and there is a battery. And what I will start to do right now, I will put this battery to charge it, because most probably it is been not charged since a while. And if I can install that wheel to the bike, then I want to have my battery charged. I had to look for a shadier spot because it's unresistable, the hot outside. But in the batteries package we received the battery itself, obviously, and this is coming with this type of connection. It is pretty heavy. That's the turn on, turn off. And it's almost charged actually, so this is not bad. Like, I have three spots over there, and there is an USB charger, so that's great. But we will see. Let's see what is in the box. Probably it's the charger. Yes, this is the charger. It should be a 3 amp battery charger, and we have the cable and some instructions, so that's amazing. This should produce 150 watts as a charging capacity. So let's put the boxes aside. What else do we have? We have the keys, which is actually good to have it, and we have a user manual for the lithium-ion battery in English and in Chinese version. Probably if I will have some trouble, I will read it later. Hopefully I won't have any trouble. And this is the two supports for the frame and two fuses. If probably this fuse, what it has inside, it will blow away. Let's use the key. Okay. This is the lock. And how can I move that in some way? Oh, okay. So that's the support, how it looks like. Let's see if will fit in the bike. I searched for a shadier place, and I am already seeing the trouble. The support won't really fit into the bike's location. That's really bad. Neither in that way. Huh. Interesting. So that's for the first problem. So like, I won't be able to install it correctly. Maybe top the head, and yeah, this could be working upside down. Maybe it would be working as upside down. As discussed, let's put it there to charge. And leave it there for a while. So yeah, there is an LED. It is showing it is charging. It has a ventilator even inside, and that's it actually. Okay, let it charge. I will leave it here. By the way, if you have seen my previous videos, you would see that I have this inverter and it shows me exactly what is this charger is taking up. So it is 147 watts, 150 watts. Now let us see what is in the other box. So we have received a tire, which is pretty good because maybe it's better than what I have right now. Oh, they send me a disc brake. This is for the sensor, and that's the bike. So that's an example. They just forgot the bike to send me, so it's okay. No, I haven't ordered that one. This is the controller. It is already pre-wired for the brakes. There is brakes with contacts. I might want to use the exact same model, but let's see. And what else? And here we have the wheel itself, the rim itself, and that's what we were seeking for. And what's inside of this? Okay, this is the LCD and the supports for the LCD. We will have a lot of fun today. This is an amazing build quality. I just wonder if it would fit to my bike. And it is not so heavy. Okay. This is a small junction box where the cables are coming together with the BMS, actually not the BMS, with the controller and with the wheels connection. Let me show you how it looks like. So I will disconnect this one in order that I can access it easily, the wheel, and we will reconnect that later. Okay. And now it's time to take it out. Somehow I was able to put it here in the right place, and now we are taking out. There is a pretty bad rain coming. I might have to break this video, unfortunately. It is in the area. As I told you, you might can see in the background, there is a heavy rain coming.
So yeah, it won't be a lot of fun, but at least I can install this hub. Even my camera has overheated in such a way that I wasn't able to record the part, but as you see, I have put it in place, and hopefully the camera will hold it.
Since I don't want you to waste your time over here, I have speeded up this part. Basically, I'm installing the battery. It's upside down. I know it looks kind of funny, but I'm right now in the 3rd week of using the bicycle while editing this video, and it is doing a perfect job.
We are gonna test it. What will the bike do? So as discussed, the PAS 0 is fully bike. PAS 1 is an eco mode, which let's test it fully electric only. I won't help it at all. Which is going up to 16-18 kilometers per hour. It also depends from your battery charge. But since I was using it in the past 7-8 kilometers most of the time fully electric, it was draining out the battery. So that's PAS 1. PAS 2, it's a bit heavier. There was a spike on the wattage usage, if you can see. And this is going up to 26, 28, it depends from your battery. PAS 3, it's a bit more aggressive from the watt standpoint. Once it is steady, it is around 400 watts as a stationary consumption, and it goes up till 35 kilometers per hour. And on PAS 4, you see like it started almost draining out the battery. It goes up to 40, 45, sometimes I have seen 48 as well. And there is still one PAS left, which is PAS 5, that is going up till 1500 watt, but most probably from the controller, this bike is limited and it won't let me to use it all of its potentials. And once it is spins up, then it starts to drop on the power, because maybe there is a power limitation. But that 50 kilometers per hour, it's more than sufficient to die with a bicycle. And you should never ever go that, even because it's against the legal boundaries. So what I usually do, this is a standard behavior, I use PES 2, and I'm helping with my pedals, and I'm going in a hybrid mode to ride my bike, where the electrical motor is helping, or vice versa, because I'm helping to the electrical motor with the pedaling to consume less, and the ride is more enjoyable like that. So that's it for today. If you would like to see a follow-up video or any specific question what you have, please let me know in the comments below. I will try to answer as my best. I would appreciate your like and your subscribe, and see you in the next one.